Hi guys, it's Damien for another session. Didn't really work that much tonight. I mean, I was rather thinking about how I was about to do it, how sort of analyzing what uh, the code is, how the code is working, and how actually um, what I really wanted to do. So you remember the last video I wanted to basically have the like have the client, I mean, yeah, basically have a client create an instance of a client from a socket. So I create this class method client for and which takes in parameter a socket, and I wanted to have a client from it, an instance from a client. So it was sort of like, I don't know if really is a term, but for me it looks like it's sort of like factory pattern. So where you basically call the method and you return a new instance. Besides that, um, at first I wanted to find a way to get from the socket the host name and the port, but I didn't succeed at it. So I just put the hard-coded version of them directly into the parameters, but it didn't work out neither, and I was basically stuck again here. And after that, like I said, I was pretty much looking at the code, and I'm like, let's try something, because do I really do the server is actually accepting um, a client when we are talking here, like sending a message here, or do the server accepting a method receiving basically a socket when the socket is actually instantiated? And that's pretty much what I was pretty much trying to figure out. And so to do that, this is what I did. So I comment everything from here to here, and after that, just a quick reminder, I mean, before doing that, this is basically what I want to do, right? I want to do something like client. I think I showed it already, but I want to do something like send message. You basically pass your message here, and you say you want to send this message to that particular client. So that's what I want to do, and that's why I was thinking about making all that stuff I was trying to do, but I think it's not really the good way of doing it, and I don't even know what the best way at that point of doing it is. But I don't think that that's a good way. I don't feel it. I don't know. So I think so to be able to show how if the server is actually accepting a client directly when the socket is actually instantiated. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to do comment those line, and I'm gonna do like, yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna print the socket. So I'm gonna say client one, and so socket, I actually don't, do I need that? Yes, I need that. Client number one, I'm gonna print it, and you see I don't send any message here, so I don't trying to send any message. And here, rather than doing that, I'm gonna do something like, actually I don't even know that. Rather than doing that, I'm going to do something like that. Um, Here we go. I'm going to comment that out because I don't really need it now. So I'm gonna do directly pass the socket right in, and from there I actually don't even need that actually. Well, I just want to do the same thing here to see if the server is actually accepting the socket right here. So let's see how it's gonna work. Let's say, like, we'll call it socket, and I don't really need all that for the moment, so I'm just gonna, I think I'm good here. I'm not gonna call any of those methods. I don't need that. So let's see. This is basically what I maybe should have done at the beginning, because I always thought that because I was sending a message, that's why the server was actually receiving a socket or accepting a socket. But actually it's not. I mean, because I tried it already, so I'm just gonna show you. Um, so I'm gonna run the server. Here we go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I think I don't really need that anymore. Maybe that. Yeah, let's clear that up. Here we go. And here, oh, here we go. So here on the client side, you can see that this is a client number 1 with a file descriptor 10, and this is how this is a socket received or accepted by the server with the same file descriptor. So I think that the file descriptor is basically an ID for the socket. So they are the same. They have the same file descriptor, right? 10 and 10, and that is done without sending any message either from the server side or from the client side. So you see there is no message sent here. So I think the next step will be, so as I said, I want to do something, I want to be able to do something like that, and something like, okay, this is a message, so let's call it message, and I want to talk to client. Oh my god, keep putting the E before the I. Client number 2, right? I want to do something like that. So that means I have to pass a client to that method here. And then I have to pass the parameter here. And then I have to find a way to like make the server aware that I want to send a message to that particular client. So I think, I don't know, I have to have something here, line, or it to me, even though I don't really know it that well, but to me it looks like, because I don't know how the pattern that well, but it looks like this, it sounds like this is gonna be, this is more likely to be like an observer pattern, where you notify, like you notify, the server will be notified that, okay, the client is trying to send a message. I don't know how yet I'm going to do that, but I think that that may be the goal. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking that way right now. Basically, I want to have, like, I don't know, let's say, I already have the idea behind it. I will have a sort of a class called, I don't know, maybe client manager, or maybe socket manager, I don't know, but let's say client manager. And I'll do something like, I don't know, something like not notify, but yeah, let's say notify server, or maybe server manager. I don't know. I don't know if it's client manager. It's more server manager. And let's say I'm gonna call this method server notify I don't know, message want to be sent, or notify message for, yeah, let's do that. Notified message for, I don't know if it's really a good name for that method, but this is, so basically I will do something like that. And then this method will basically check into the server if that client is actually in the list of the, I mean, no, it's not actually, yeah. This message will basically notify the server, will check on the server if that client is actually on the list of the server, if it is on that list here, and if it is, I don't know, the server will say, okay, this client is trying to, no, actually, oh, okay, client, he has to know, I think, which client is trying to talk to which other client, I think. So I got to say maybe something like that client, or maybe self, and yeah, something like that. This particular client is trying to talk to this client, and if both are on the list here, maybe do what we did here, but in a more like cleaner way. And but I don't know, I have to figure out, but it sounds like to me it's sort of an observer pattern. So anyway, the thing I wanted to show is that I maybe not have to do all that stuff, and maybe this, the thing I want to do right now, it's probably not the good things to do either, but I just, yeah, looks like, for me it looks like it's an observer pattern, and I have to um, notify the server that this client is trying to talk to this client, and then I don't know yet, but I will try to figure out tomorrow, I think. But what time is it now? Okay, I should go to bed right now. But yeah, I'm going to try something like that. Probably tomorrow I will do it with my mentor, but I don't know. I mean, I said to him that I wanted to work a little bit on that tonight, and if I don't succeed, I will try to do it with him tomorrow. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. I'm gonna save that. So yeah, let's keep it that way for the moment. Bye bye.